Okay, so a while ago I bought Stipper a PlayStation 3 because so he could help me with The Last of Us modding and stuff. But there's one more thing that I didn't tell anybody.
Casey, what do we have here?
Well, we actually got our hands on a PS3 version of Dead Rising.
Now, it's extremely early, and what we'll be showing you is not going to look a lot like the final game. You'll notice right away it has no main menu. It's going to load right into the game, and you're going to see some differences. So these loading screens are actually just recycled from an older version of a beta build of Dead Rising, it
Yeah,
seems. They didn't even...
it's still got the
Yeah.
old Xbox buttons.
So as soon as we enter into the security room, a few changes from the final game are very clear.
Yeah.
First of all, the HUD is
Some of the
different.
textures are fucked.
You can't save the game. You can't even actually load a new area.
They've got the old west area, south area thing doors.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the best thing about this is the buttons.
Yeah.
Now, because this is a PlayStation build, it's obviously going to have PlayStation buttons, and they look pretty damn good.
I mean, like back when Dead Rising 2 was coming out, I was like baffled at the idea of using Dead Rising with a PS3 controller.
Right.
Yeah, so it's really interesting to see it be used on Dead Rising 1.
Exactly.
What happened to the locker door?
No weapons spawn, nothing. Yeah, right away, because this is a beta build, I decided to show off a little bit of the debug stuff. Yeah. There's some very weird debug stuff.
Thanks, game. Look at that ceiling. We're in like a hippie room or something.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I just the walking animations, they're different.
Yeah, they're actually using the Tokyo Game Show animations, so that's pretty cool. So as you can see, we can't load the area, so what I've done is I've force loaded the area.
Should we say where we got this from?
Well, the thing is, when the guy gave us the build, he specifically told us to be careful with his name and details. But what we could say...
can say that he used to work for Capcom. It was like when Blue Castle Games was merging into Capcom Vancouver, that one of those guys there got their hands on it, I think.
Yeah, price-wise...
Oh, I can't even say. I don't want to... No.
I'll say it's in the hundreds, but it was
it's
a
not
little ridiculous.
In the 100s, I'll tell you that. It's not in the 200s. I want to see how this looks.
So there's not too much different. Right away, there's no B on top of the clock. That's the most noticeable thing.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I remember seeing old pictures of that.
Right. The water is a little different, but
they probably couldn't get the reflections right in the PS3 version. The frame rate, though, it's terrible.
It's actually horrible.
It's big as fuck.
So I jumped to these buttons.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man.
And
at least they actually put effort into buttons. They didn't like throw on some cheap ones. I think Frank enjoys it because he keeps doing it.
He likes it. And obviously, the player can't die. That's just the way it is. I don't have an explanation. I just can't die. So I just ran around trying to get hit until I would get a button combo. So there we got circle. Yeah.
Did you get any of the double button presses?
Sadly, no. That's that's what pissed me off.
Yeah, the only way to get them is you have to be swarmed by zombies.
Yeah. So the last thing we have to show you is probably the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
It's Paradise Plaza, and for some odd reason, it has the most changes. It has a lot of texture changes. It's
yeah, I haven't seen this yet. I've just seen the first two things.
Right.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this. That's why I bought him a PS3 just so I could fucking get this
working. So we could finally get this part working. So here we are, and there's a few changes.
Yeah, just a few.
You see the reflection on the ground. It's a little glary.
Yeah.
You know, the water...
Also, there's no zombies. That's kind of a problem since you like to fight zombies.
Yeah. The glass is also slightly changed. As you can see, the water, it doesn't ripple as much.
No, it's completely flat, like...
Yeah. And it has a sun, you know... Sorry,
April Fools, everyone.
That was just a heavily modded Xbox version.
You've just been tricked.
By the Master Roosman. What do we have here, Casey?
That sounded terrible. That sounded like you were reading a script.
Okay. What do we have here, Casey?
Well, we. Okay, let's just put this at the end as bloopers.
Okay. Okay.